organic tea, but the chemical.
No, we don't use any chemicals. We are not allowed to use.
Whether
That is, I guess, the disease and all. We have to approve
pesticides.
the fruits and no, we don't do any pesticides.
regarding the cultivation of this,
We do some herbal sprayings. We make some BD. If you know the biodynamic and all, we make some compost. Like we use cow dung, biomass.
Is it completely organic?
Completely okay.
So those organic sprays are used.
So before 2007, this garden is non-organic because this nowadays, after 2007, our owner is Mr. Sanjay Vansal. So he's practicing here organic. Other than that, biodynamic farming.
Certified organic?
regarding
Certi-
the cultivation of this tea, I want
Yeah,
to
he's got
ask you,
certificates inside.
one tea tree, how long it will life?
This is evergreen plant. It lasts for more than 150 years
Babre.
once you plant. But
How much to maturity? How long to maturity?
it takes, actually there's a two-way for plantation, one by seed and one by sapling. If you plant by seed, it will take 5-6 years to get mature. It lasts for more than 150 years.
So when can
plant
you?
by the
How many years till harvesting?
And if it has come to the
Harvesting, how long? 5 years.
5 years.
From sapling?
From sapling to 3 years, but it lasts for 80, 90 years like that.
What is the best age for picking? 15
Actually,
years?
The best age is before, minimum will be 80 years.
Yeah, 80.
Like before 80 you have to, after 80 we just uproot the old one and we planting a new seeds like that. So nowadays, actually Darjeeling mostly have Chinese plant, but nowadays 90% we have Chinese. We have got some Assam also, we have got some clonal. If you heard about a chai tea, goes with milk and sugar, that kind of granule tea Darjeeling doesn't make. If you go to the southern part of India, if you go to the Assam, there you get Indian plant. That is called Camellia assamica. Originally from India, this is originally from China. And they have got a bigger leaf, broader size, so they used to follow CTC process of picking tea. Cut, tear and curl. That's why your final tea becomes pellets. And that tea is known for the color. You get a very stronger color. Okay? So that tea, you have to add milk, sugar, spice and that. But our tea, if you want to have best aroma of Darjeeling, you have to drink without milk and sugar. So that is the reason. 99% of India makes CTC, 1% you make orthodox tea. So our tea doesn't give you so much color. We are known for flavor. So Darjeeling Chinese leaves doesn't give
Which is green tea?
green. It's a healthiest tea. It
Yeah.
is just a process different. Okay. Simple. If I have to explain you simply, oxidation is the main process or fermentation. Fermented tea means you have black tea, which is darker color. Non-fermented tea is green and white, and the semi-fermented is oolong. Non-fermented tea have most of antioxidant, most of flavonoids and all.
Flavonoids.
So that's why it is more healthier. It is just a process that differs your green, black, white and all. As after all, as I told you, more you play with the tea, more flavors you get from the leaf.
What's the best way to prepare Darjeeling tea? Like boiled in milk?
No. Actually, Assam, what we do at home is my mom also, she used to boil the water first. She put leaf, that granule one, and she add milk, sugar, everything. Actually, Assam is already oxidized tea, more over oxidized tea. If you add milk in it, sugar in it, if you boil it separately, together, again it fermented, which is not good for our health. So that's why we should never boil Darjeeling tea. First, we put the leaf, then we pour hot water, not a boiled water, before 90-95 degrees Celsius water, and then we just brew it. Like for black tea, after 5 minutes we strain it, then we drink it. Darjeeling tea is not very, hot like the Assam and all because we never boil it. If you boil it, already oxidized tea, if you add milk, sugar, everything, it again fermented, so it is not good for health. So adding milk to the tea is not good.
regarding making the tea, I want to ask you one thing. Now somebody what they are doing, they are mixing with milk, sugar and tea powder all together, and they are boiling. One system.
That is the wrong way.
That's
Yeah.
what I want to know. And
At my home also, yeah.
and there is some tea alone.
Yeah.
That get it boiled.
Yes.
And milk also get it boiled alone. Then taking out after that, that is the better method.
No, actually adding milk is a bad habit. No,
Well, it do-
whatever you add, like however you add, like separately or if you boil it together, like Assam tea, why we add milk is because that is over-oxidized tea. It is a very good color, darker color. If you drink it directly, that is more bitter you get.
All CTC
All
ones are
CTC.
bitter.
So that's why to make a different taste,
Yeah.
we add milk, sugar, everything, you know. But Darjeeling tea is also bitter without adding milk, sugar.
If you add
If
milk,
if you are having for the first time, sorry.
if you add milk, will you lose the antioxidants properties?
Yes. That's why we suggest if you are first time drinker of Darjeeling tea, that would be slightly bitter without milk, sugar. You can add honey, lemon to that tea,
Oh,
but
yes.
never add milk, sugar. But as I told you, never add. Pick up some box of Darjeeling tea. You just go through it. Every box I've written for your taste. You can add milk also to the Darjeeling tea. Because if you purchase our tea, then that becomes your. You can do anything. But best we suggest never add milk.
Yes, without
That is
That
for
is
your
yours.
safer
You
side,
can do
like-
it.
you don't lose the content.
It becomes yours.
So plucking is our first process, okay? First we'll go with the black tea. Then I'll tell you how we make green, white from the same leaf, oolong also. After we do the hand plucking, we never use knife and all, okay? Leaf has been plucked manually and it comes over to the withering trough, which is the second process, okay? So we have like you know, women pluckers are. In Darjeeling, most of the pluckers are women. You know, 90%, 192, actually we have 192 pluckers. Part-time pluckers, mains also pluck the leaves, but mostly women pluck the leaves. So morning 8 to evening 4 p.m. they used to pluck the leaves during season, and this season, maintenance season, they do the maintenance part and all. So pruning.
So fertilization is done every year or 6 months? What is it?
Sorry?
Fertilization for this.
After 6 months like that.
Every 6 months you will do this.
Yeah.
Means normally do means cow dung or what is?
Like we make some composite, but down there we have some hips and all. Like you know, we use the cow dung firstly, biomass, the natural plants and all, earthworm straw, snakes and that kind of things we just make.
20%.
Yeah. Sometimes if you need some sprayings and all, we make some herbal spray which is locally available, made from locally available plant. That kind of spray we do here. If you follow the organic, you will get a best quality tea, but quantity is very, very less. Non-organic, you have more of quantity, but very
The
less.
quality will be.
So plucking, within. Okay? So please.
First burn and going down. Maybe slow.
So this is a withering process, second process, okay? After plucking, this is called wooden hollowing trough, so we call this as withering trough. Inside this trough there is nothing, it is just like a tunnel inside. After plucking, we just spread the tea leaves over this trough. During season we spread like 8 inches and all. At the end of each trough there are big blower attached, connected. With the help of that, we blow cool and the warm air. So this process takes anywhere between 12 to 18 hours. Actually 18 is only according to the books. It depends upon the quality of the leaf, sometimes upon the supervisions of manager. Sometimes it will take more than 20-24 hours. This is the longest process. So by giving cool and warm air, what we are trying to do is we try to remove the excess moisture. We remove 50-60% of moisture from the leaf so that after removing that percentage, leaf becomes soft and flexible. It will be easier for us to roll it, twist it, it won't break. Otherwise, if you just pluck it, if you just roll it, that leaf gonna crumble or crust. If your tea get crushed in your first process, then your final tea becomes dust. You know, Darjeeling tea means bigger the leaf, you have better flavor. If the size is more cheaper, like the powder and all, that just give you a color, no flavor. So bigger leaf has good light color, more flavor. So that's why we have to make it intact leaf. We have to make it soft and flexible. After the withering has been done, we collect all the tea leaves manually and we just transfer it in a trolley to the next process. That is our rule. Withering is for black, oolong and white, not for the green. For green, there is a different process. established in 1854. So this is one of our old machine known as the grain leaf sifter. These we use in early days as British brought the seeds. That time the pluckers, as you plug this kind of leaf, the pluckers they used to plug the bigger leaf, bigger needle, small leaf, randomly they plug the leaves. So that time we need to segregate first, then only it goes for processing. So this sifter gives you different size. The tender one, small leaf, small needle come from the first like first mesh, second, third and fourth. So the tender one gives you a better quality. So nowadays this is not in use, we don't have to use because we have a very experienced plucker. If you need a tender leaves only, the supervisor they just suggest the workers that you have to plug the tender leaves. If we need random leaves like bigger leaves also, then we just plug like that. So nowadays this is not in use, just for historical value we just keep it here. And this is again our older machine we have, known as Chinese prototype rolling machine. So team is from China, machine design is from China. So this we use in early days when there was no electricity. Okay, so how it runs I'll show you. After withering, we just fill the leaf 5 to 10 kilos here. Two men side by side have to roll this machine. So what it basically does, 10-15 minutes you have to apply this rolling process with the help of these A's and the round movement of this machine. What it basically does is gives a twist to the leaf, or two leaves and a needle is, we just make it intact. We just roll it, we just make it one, and two man needs to apply pressure. So why we apply pressure is we try to rupture the cells. When the cells is ruptured, enzymes will broken. Like the polyphenol, flavanol that gets activated for the flavor and the aromas of the beautiful Darjeeling tea is emitted. You
so
can,
that weathering is done with you have told me that the blower is there.
Yeah.
So there is no electricity, how the blower will work?
no, yeah, that time
It is manually.
there is no, that time there is no like weathering machine. We dried the leaf with the help of sunlight, that time. And the rolling, okay? But once you apply this process, you lose the health benefits, only you get a flavor. You can have a smell that leaf. You just smell it, you nothing flavor you get from the raw leaves. But that leaf has got more of antioxidants. So once you roll, once you pressurize, it develops its flavor, but it loses the health benefits. So in black, there is very less health benefits because we apply this process to get more flavor. Whereas white and green doesn't go through this, so it has got more of antioxidants, but very light flavor. After doing all this thing, we just put the basket down here. We collect the tea leaf from there. Nowadays, we have a mechanized version of this. Idea is still same, just a bigger one, which is dumpster. Automatically, we can roll it nowadays. So this is a blowing section for cool and warm air. For cool air, we just need to switch on the fan. To blow warm air, we have heating section behind this factory. From that chamber, we transfer the heat and we blow warm air. Warm air, temperature is not more than 20-22 degrees Celsius. If you apply more temperature, it takes less time, but you lose the quality of the leaves. So that's why low temperature, more time. After this, from this room only, we transfer the tea leaves to the next process. Okay, this is downstairs. There you can see automatic version. No need of manpower. Okay. So you just have to switch on. Bigger one, automatically roll it. At one machine, you can roll 50-70 kilos at a time. So the rolling is being done, pressurizing automatically, same process. It takes 40 minutes to 1 hour. There is no fixed time. Depends upon the quality of the leaf. After 41.5 hours, tea has been dropped in a trolley. It has taken over to next stage. After rolling, the stage is called oxidation. If you read a book related to the tea, you never get the word oxidation. You get fermentation. Actually, there's a difference between fermentation and oxidation. In fermentation, you need some chemicals, enzymes to add. Okay? But in oxidation, this is a natural process. How we do is, we just spread the leaf over that fourth platform down there after rolling. Manually, we maintain a thickness of 2-3 inches. Spread it, which is opens window. This process.
Spreading is manually done.
Yeah, This process we'll do only in the morning. Like